guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited for today's video because I am filming a Notion tour. I have been watching so many Notion tours on YouTube. I just think that these type of videos are so cute, and so I thought I'd make my own. And if you don't know what Notion is, it's like an online platform where you can organize everything through like tables, to-do lists, pages, and we'll see it together. And so let's get started. So this is what my Notion looks like. I think that the aesthetic is like Danish eclectic, pastel-like aesthetic, if I am pronouncing that correctly. I got inspiration from Pinterest, which is phenomenal for inspiration, and yeah, that's my whole homepage because I keep everything in my homepage. And Notion Tips is the get started page. Here you have tips on how to use Notion, and everyone has this page once you make a Notion account. So let's get started. So here I have my YouTube page because the heart looks good together with the cloud and the pink. And on my YouTube page, as you can see, we have topic ideas, and sorry if there are any spelling mistakes, but I'm not an English native speaker. And then I had a list for the equipment that I need, and I used this before starting my channel. And then here I have video scripts, that's how I call them. So like a list of the things that I have to say in a video. And here I have a copy of my video ideas table. It's a copy because I don't want to reveal all my projects. But what I do is once I get an idea, I just write it here. And once I actually plan to make the video, I put it here. And then I move it in the other sections once it is written, filmed, edited, or uploaded, like in this case. And yeah, that's basically it for my YouTube page. Here I put a quote that I like, and I put this like last week, I don't know, but I just really like to remind myself that I am living a life that I like and that I am happy. And I divided my pages into 3 sections, so organizing, collecting, and caring. This is about self-care. So let's start out with this one. Here I have a habit tracker, very simple, very minimal. This is actually a Notion template, and you can get Notion templates from here. And these are the habits that I'm trying to implement in my life. This is meditating. Then I have a goals tracker, a quote that I really like. Here for reference, I have all my goals in a list. They are like divided in areas. And for example, for education, we have learn a skill per month, every month, practice German and Spanish, and read more. And here I have a table that helps me keep track of my progress, talking about accomplishing my goals. And so I'm not gonna explain every single one of my goals, especially because I think that they are pretty simple. And yeah, but for example, I have completed one for this year, which was starting a YouTube channel. And for every goal, I have like a link to the page that helps me, of course, achieving that goal. And so yeah. Then I have like a personal diary. Here I write down all of my thoughts when I feel particularly stressed or overwhelmed or sad. And here is an example. I usually have this entry, I think it's called an entry, and I would normally write down my thoughts, significant happenings, things that I am grateful for, and intentions for that day. Here I have a daily to-do list. So here I usually put things that are urgent and important. I have other to-do lists, and they are down here. So here I have a to-do list for all of my tasks. For example, like things that are actually important but that are not urgent, and I assign a number to each of the tasks to see how important it is. So for example, this is something that I can do even in months and that is not urgent. And then here I have my weekly agenda. It goes from Monday to Friday because these are my most productive days. And I used to babysit, so I used to have a job. But now COVID restrictions in Italy changed, and unfortunately I cannot do this anymore. So I just wrote this like this because maybe in case I do it again, then I have it here. These are pages where I can write my routine for the day if I have like a specific routine that I have to follow, but they are empty and so I'm not gonna show you guys. And then for each day I have like something that I have to do for that day. For example, on Monday I usually do yoga, and on Tuesday I usually read more or study more. And I like to do this because, like, for example, if I clean my room once a week, my room is always clean. So I make sure I do this every week, and assigning each task day helps me stay organized. And then I have a weekly to-do list, and if I don't do something on Monday, for example, let's say I couldn't do it, then I just move tasks across the week, and yeah, I just do them later. And if we scroll down, here I have a calendar where I put like events and usually fun things. And for example, last weekend I went biking and I went for a walk. And I'm not writing that much because, again, COVID restrictions. Back to the top, here I have like a daily plan. So here I have a to-do list again, but it's like for each task I can assign a time of the day, and it's helpful when I have many tasks to do, and so this helps me a lot, but I rarely use this. It's only for like super busy days. Here I have this space here, which is so important for me because I like to give a theme to my days. And for example, today's themes are energy, balance, and creativity, and just reading the words and thinking about the words helps me stay focused and energized, and I don't know, it just makes me happy, and I don't know, I like the vibes of the space. Anyways, here I have a money tracker, and I'm not gonna show you guys my actual expenses, but I'm gonna show you like an example of how I keep track of my expenses and earnings and etc. So I usually write a goal. For example, my goal is to have this amount of money by the end of the year, and you can do this like, you can do like a monthly goal, a weekly goal, it depends from you. And then I put all of my money into like a table that lets me sum the amount of money and tells me like how much money I actually have. And for example, you might have money in one bank account, and so that's easy, but if you have money saved in different bank accounts or places, then this is really helpful because you write where you saved the money and the amount of money. And then you can also write a monthly cap. So for example, this month I want to spend no more than this amount of money, and then I use a table to keep track of my money. And here I usually, not here, and here I put like the type of action, I don't know how to call it, I just call it action. And for example, if I spent money, if I earned money, saved, I usually only put like one line, if that's how you call it, of saved money, and that helps me seeing how much money I saved at the end of the month. And for example, here you can write the expense how much money you spend and why. For example, it's important to see how much money you spend like for fun, for entertainment, and how much money you spend for needs. And so, for example, like rent, bills, and etc. And for example, a comment that you could write is worth the money, or like don't spend money on this anymore if it was like, for example, a bad product, and then the date, so that then I can see everything in chronological order. And that's basically it. Here I have a section for random notes, and as you can see, they're pretty random things. I'm not gonna show you guys everything that I have written, but yeah, I just don't know where to put them, so I just decided that I want to put them here. And so yeah, and then here I have art. For now, here I have only the books that I read this year, and yeah, some have like a summary. This is in Italian because I read this book in Italian. But yeah, I think that summing up the books that you read is super helpful, because I hate it when you accidentally forget a book that you read and that you really liked. And so yeah, here I put the author, the status, and the score, and when it was released. Here I have two widgets. They are from Indify.co, so if you go on that site, you can make and custom widgets. And for example, this is a weather widget, and this is a countdown for summer, and because that's my favorite season. And images, all the images that you see are from Pinterest, and this is a link to my Pinterest. Here I have a section for like self-care, oh my god. And here I have my routines. I don't know, I just like to write them down, like my morning routine, my night routine, my reset routine, and here I have a study routine for intense studying days. This is a pretty simple grocery list. As you can see, food, fruit, nuts, carbs. And here I have a page for my recipes. I do not only eat the food that you see here, but these are for when I want to make like a fancy recipe, and so I need like something to look at, to follow, to make the dish. And as you can see, I eat a lot of pasta because I am Italian and I like pasta. And here we eat a lot of pasta. And the last thing we have here is my uni hub, because I am attending university. And this is how it looks like. I think that this is pretty cute. This has two, okay. And yeah, this is how it looks like. So here I usually have a daily to-do list for studying only, a quote that helps me stay motivated, and a 3-year program. I just write like the courses that I have to take for each semester of these 3 years. It's in Italian, so yeah. Here I have links to important pages. And here I have useful resources, another summer countdown, term goals, which is like how I need to study each subject, each course. For example, for Chinese dialogue, conversational Chinese, I don't know how to call it, I have to study 1 unit every week. But for my Chinese grammar course, I can study 2 units every month. And here I have all of my courses, and then here I have schedules. So this is when I have my classes. This is how I organize the things that I have to study each week. So for example, this is week 3 of March, and I still have to do these 2 things, but yeah, that's how I keep track of the things that I have to study. And lastly, I have an exam planner, but it's empty because my exam session starts in June, so it's soon to plan everything. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!